Thank you for the introduction. By the way, Paul Lawrence Van, that was before me, he's a great guy because I was in his podcast that talks about leadership. Like I don't know, maybe Paul, we went like 1 year ago. I don't recall, but it's incredible that I'm now here after his speech because he's a guy with a long career in the military and with a long skills in leadership. And I'm going to talk here about exactly that because my experience drive me to reflect about what is the real leadership. Because sometimes you have to make you a question that do you think that the leader is forged in the workplace, in the boardrooms, or maybe the leadership comes when you are having unexpected moment in your life? So this is a question that I want to give to the audience. Where does the true leadership come from? Because one of the things that the people tend to think is that the leadership comes only when you're in a boardroom or when you're having strategic meetings or when you're having major meetings. That's what the people tend to think. But the reality is that the leadership reveals when you begin to face those challenges in your life, that they come unexpectedly and they push you from your comfort zone, and it forces you to adapt to the new situation. That there is where it's going to be revealed your true leadership. Because in those moments when you're facing unexpected situation in your life or in your business, is where you're going to have to find if you are really a true leader. Because you're going to have to combine 4 tools to become a leader or to test if you really are a leader. The first tool, I call the 4 tools RDEAL, 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 very similar to ordeal. The R stands for resilience. The DE stands for determination. The A stands for adaptability, and the L stands for leadership. So you need to have resilience, you have to have determination, you have to have adaptability, and you have to have leadership. If you combine these 4 tools, you really are going to be a true leader. So this is the real questions that you have to do. How you decide to embrace those setbacks that you're having in your life, all those challenges, all those crises, because there is where the question you have to do. So that made me go to a reflecting journey, because let's unlock a bold leadership here. So as I was introduced, my name is Jose Pereira, and my journey take me from a boardroom, because I was the CEO of an oil and gas company called Single Petroleum, but it pushed me out my comfort zone when I had to face some unimaginable experience that I would never expected. So let's go back to 2017. In November 2017, I was here in the US, in Houston, being the CEO of Sigo Petróleo. I was in the pinnacle of my career, and I was ready to get retired after 35 years working in the company. And I received a last-minute call to go to a meeting in Caracas, Venezuela, to make a presentation. I didn't see nothing wrong. For me, it was a call to go to a business trip. And I went to that business trip. And that business trip changed my life forever. Because I became, with my 5 other colleagues, political pawns of the situation that was going in that moment between the US and Venezuela. It's incredible that I'm talking today like a full cycle, 7 years after, because that happened during the Trump administration that was trying to force the throwout of the communist regime that is in Venezuela. And today, Trump is back to the office. So it has like a full cycle in my life that I have the opportunity to talk this today. Like if I was thinking today, that it was like a moment has been repeated. It's like a deja vu in my life while I'm talking today. So becoming the political pawn between that two countries, for us, we need to face unimaginable physical and emotional hardships. We were always grappling the uncertainties. We didn't know if we would survive or even if we could get freed, because we begin to get accused to be American spy and conspiracy, embezzlement, corruption, a lot of false accusations and charges. And that became a new reality. And there is where you have to make you the question, what you're going to do? What you are going to do in that moment? How you're going to deal with that in that moment? Because I'm going to be honest, for us at the beginning, there was uncertainty. And that's exactly what happened when you're in a leadership position. You're handling a business. It could be your own business, or you're handling a company as a CEO. And it comes all those challenges that there are in today's world. Challenges, changes, situations, setbacks, failures, whatever a situation. What are you going to do? How you're going to face that? So that is the true question, and there is where you're going to test if you're a leader or not. So when we went through that situation, we needed to prove, as I said, our resilience, our determination, our adaptability, and our leadership. So all those principles that look like an abstract concept for us became our lifeline. We had to strengthen those tools because that became a new reality. And that led myself and my colleagues to a new reality, but at the same time, those 4 tools help us to navigate under uncertainty during those dark times. So let's deep dive a little bit about talking about these 4 tools, because for me it's important that you understand the importance of the 4 tools. So let's talk about the first of the tool, that is resilience. Everybody talks about resilience. I hear every time people talking about resilience. But the true thing on the resilience is that resilience is what allows you to stand firm when your ground is shifting, when all your reality is crumbling, and you don't know what you're going to do. There's where you're going to test if you really are a resilient leader or not. For me today, talking about resilience is so important. And by the way, I'm a leadership and resilience coach because I discovered during my journey that those 2 skills, leadership and resilience, had to be combined. I cannot imagine a leader not being resilient. Any leader today in the world, in any line of business or in your life, you need to be resilient. And you need to cultivate, you need to unleash that unbreakable spirit that everybody has inside that will make you stronger and will make you resilient. Why is so important? Because that resilience is what is going to make you stand up no matter what situation you're going through. If you fall, it makes you stand up. If you fail, it makes you bounce back. So resilience is what going to make you, every time you fall or fail, stand up and bounce back, stand up and bounce back, and going and keep going and keep going and keep going until you are successful. Because one of the key things that I discovered during my journey is that the true leaders, those very successful leaders in the world, in the history, in the Bible, are those guys that could navigate their adversities, not only once, several times, but they were always bouncing back, and pursuing their dream. And at the end, all of them became successful. The people that have been successful have gone through adversity, not once, sometimes several times. So if you're hearing this, Please think about it. Many people are having problems in their business, and sometimes they feel that they're done. That's the end of the road. Maybe that I'm broken in my personal life. Maybe I'm going to bankruptcy because I failed. The market, the big fishes swallow the small fishes. Can be many situations in life, and the people can feel depressed, can feel frustrated for the situation. But what you really need to learn and understand that those can be lessons, those setbacks, those failures can really be lessons to you become successful. If you treat those failures not as a failure, as opportunities to success, there's where you're gonna find your path. So that's why it's so important that you embrace the resilience. So, because the resilience is what's gonna make you stronger. It's gonna make you, no matter what circumstance you're going, you're gonna keep pushing. So let's talk about determination. Determination is the fuel. It's the fuel that you need to have inside you that keeps you moving. Because now you're resilient, but you need to have something that gives you fuel, and that is the determination. And I'm going to tell you something. When I went through my captivity, we went through dark times, and we were facing those most unimaginable situations that you can imagine in your life. And if you want to know more, I have a lot of details in my book, a situation we went through there, my book called From Hero to Villain. But the point is that no matter what circumstance we were going through, no matter what was happening in that moment to us, that didn't determine what was going to be our life. We knew our reality. We knew what we were going through. But that didn't mark our circumstances. We were determined that we were going to come back to freedom. And we began to work hard, involved, strongly in soul and in spirit to become free again. And we did that in a daily basis. So that is what determination is. So when you are in a business, or when you are in your personal life, you need to be determined. No matter what circumstance you're having in your life, you need to be determined, because everybody has a purpose. You have to find your purpose. And once you find your purpose, you have to pursue that. You know, everybody has their dreams. Maybe you have your dream that your company becomes successful. You have a startup and you want that startup to be successful. Or maybe you're running a major company as a CEO and you want to be successful as CEO. You want your company to be, in the top. So that are part of our dreams. And when you have those dreams, you pursue those dreams. And when you pursue those dreams, you keep focused and with clarity and purpose, and you keep going. And that is what determination is. The determination is that the circumstance is not going to mark you. You can have today a reality. You can have today a reality. Maybe it's not the best reality. But you have to think not in today. You have to see yourself in the future. Because this is something that is biblical. That when you envision the future, where you want to be, and you pursue for that, at the end, you're going to go get there. If you stay committed and focused, you're going to get there. So the determination is exactly that. The adaptability. The adaptability for me is not a word. The adaptability became for me my cornerstone during my captivity. We were in the middle of all this political situation between the U.S. and Venezuela. And we were going in ups and downs in a situation, and we needed to really be adaptive because we were having changes every day. Every day we were having situations. Sometimes days were good, sometimes they were bad, and we needed to adapt to that. And that is exactly what a leader has to do in his life, be adaptive. in today, I heard Paul talking about the AI. AI is one of the most important things that are happening today. It's a reality, AI. Any leader that wants to be successful today has to embrace the AI because it's a reality. It came to stay. But you need to adapt to the new situation because as I heard him talking, people are afraid to lose their job. And that's not going to happen. I love what he said. HI is going to prevail over AI. And that's true. The human nature always will be there. So you need to adapt to the new situation. And that's what a true leader has to do. Be adaptive. So now we're talking that you have to be resilient, you have to be determined, you have to be adaptive, and now you have to test your real leadership skills. Because during my 35-year career in the oil and gas, I always did leadership positions. So I knew what be a leader, but I really tested my leadership skill was during my captivity. There's where I had to test if I was a true leader or not. Why? Because I didn't have no option. We were me with my 5 colleagues, and I needed to lead them to go out this and lead myself and lead the others because we were with other people. So we became a reference. Not only me, my 5 colleagues too, all of us became really a reference. And we began to lead the crowd, the people that were there, and we became a reference because that's what a true leader does. When you are a leader and you lead people, you inspire them. And when you put your vision where you want to be and you have the clarity of your vision and you communicate properly and you get empathic with the people, when you do all these things, the people will follow you. And that's what a true leader does. So if you're in a business or in your life and you really want to get that skills that the people really follow you, you have to do all what I'm saying today. You have to have clarity in your vision. You have to have clarity in your purpose. You have to communicate properly with your team, your employees, your peers, your friends, your family. And after that, you need to be empathic with them, understand their feeling, where they come back, having that feedback with them, and they will follow you. You will become a reference because now you're leading by example. You're going to become the role model that they want to follow. So that's what are going to make you be a resilient leader. And today, all those 4 tools, I have a coaching program. It's an executive coaching program that I work with C-suites and entrepreneurs and business owners and leaders of company, where I not only teach these tools, I try to combine their business success with their personal fulfillment, because this is another thing that I discovered, that sometimes when you're in a leadership position, you don't have that perfect balance. You don't have that balance between your business and your personal life. And that had to be a perfect balance there. That's why the name of my company is JoseConnect.com, because I'm a connector where you can connect your business success with your personal fulfillment. That combination will make you not only a good leader, will make you a better person, because now you're more connected with your personal life, your family, with the people that love you, your kids, with your friends. That is something that is so needed with yourself, because sometimes you don't take care of yourselves. So that will make you be more joyful. And there's where you become successful, because not only you're successful in your business, now you also are successful in your life. So if you want to know more about what I'm saying today, you can connect with my webpage, JoseConnect.com, JoseConnect.com, or you want to schedule a one-on-one meeting, I have JoseConnectOnline.com. It goes directly to my calendar. If you go to JoseConnect.com, you will find my webpage. You will find my speaking. In the presentation, I have several speeches. One of them is from captivity to freedom. And I can do it in any instance, any corporation, any school, university, and academies, because my story it comes from the reality of that geopolitics. Today, I'm an advocate for the hostage community, and that is exactly the message that I want to leave here, that anything in life, you can make it, but you need to have the strength, the hope, the faith, the connection, and be resilient, be determined, be adapting, and be a true leader. If you want to know more, go to joseconet.com, or you can buy my book where I do those reflections. My book is called From Hero to Villain, and you can find it or in Amazon or in my webpage. So I want to conclude here saying that you, as a leader in your business or in your life, first, you have to have the perfect combination between both. Second, you need to embrace the changes no matter what's happening to you. Be resilient, be determined, be adaptive, and be a true leader. And keep going. No matter what circumstance you're going, stand up and keep going. Stand up and keep going. And at the end, you will be successful. And pursue your dreams. If you have a dream, pursue it. Never let your dreams down. Pursue them. And you will be successful. Said this, I'm going to conclude here. Thank you very much, C-Star, for having me.